Welcome to Let's Play the Beginner's Guide. My name's Fourmyle, and this is yet another viewer recommendation. I have gone into this game knowing nothing save for the fact that it's made by the same people that did the Stanley Parable, which is one of my favorite games, and a lot of other people's favorite game as well. So I have high expectations. I'm gonna give everyone a taste of this game, only because I've never played it myself. So we'll see how it goes, and if everyone likes it, we'll keep on playing it. You guys let me know in the comments below if you want to continue watching me play this game. But in the meantime, I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit here. Audio is indeed on. Have you not seen my studio? My audio is always on. Impeccable audio for impeccable people. Audio forever.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
You're welcome.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Oh, okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Oh, good.
So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Cool. Oh, so this is like a tribute. I hope it's not like a tribute to Oh, duh. Hi, Portal much? That is a really low ceiling, bonk.
Whisper machine active. Shift destruction imminent.
Oh, good.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay. Am I allowed to shoot things? I have run out of ammunition. I have no reload. Uh-oh.
Security code breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
No, I ran out of ammo.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Great.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
Oh, okay, cool. I won without doing any. That's just how good I am.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
I like this game. I'm not gonna move so much right now. Ignore the warning klaxon because I want to talk about what I'm seeing here, what I'm experiencing. So this game, I like this. I'm not a game developer. I'm a composer and a producer of audio stuff. So seeing games mid-development or unfinished like this is always just so astounding to me. And the fact that something like this, back in as early as 2004 or 5, would have gotten Coda apparently and on a game dev team immediately, because this is nice. I mean, I know nothing about game development outside of audio, so I find this to be fascinating, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too, because I'm not gonna play through the whole game because it seems like it's a tribute to Coda.
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Yay!
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Is there any more dialogue here? Any more narrative? All right, I am a selfless computer character. In I go.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
So I'm stuck in like a purgatory state. Oh, could you continue to give yourself over and over and over again? So not just one grand, heroic, selfless act of giving, but continued struggle, dying over and over. Or not. Okay. Oh. I thought it was a lot more profound than it actually was. Oh, that was the labyrinth.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it, like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. Awesome. Oh. It's like that Windows 95, like,
Yep.
what the?
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm liking this. I hate it, but I like it. Okay. That's where I came from. And the audio is backwards too.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
That is really cool. How will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me
really
is why
cool.
it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
All right, so this is, in the interest of time, this is the last one I'm going to do. Only because I don't want to spoil this for you. If you want to see me play more of this, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, this is the last one I want to do, and I highly encourage you guys to go on this journey yourselves, because this, I like this. This is just it's kind of creepy. This, I don't stop what, whoa, you are now entering. Can I go off the beaten path? I can't, because there's just nothing past there. Okay.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Oh, I wanna, but I can't. Oh, in the interest of time. Oh, no.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre
Okay,
titles
we'll do one
like
more.
this one at the start of his games.
I
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I can empathize with Coda because that's kind of how I feel about my work. Whoa, okay.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
What if I don't want to go full speed? I'm actually going to let it go slowly here so I can say I can empathize with Coda in that when I'm working on a piece, like if it's just this, these seem to me like weekly compositions, like things that you do to explore the medium, but also to better yourself in terms of skill. And I do those every now and then. I don't always post them to SoundCloud or anything like that, but they are explorations, which is kind of what these games are. They're ways for you to get in tune and in touch with your inner muse and then make that experience your own. And if you choose to share that with other people, so be it. A lot of the stuff that I do is unfinished and will always be unfinished, much to the chagrin of some of my friends, but I'm okay with that. If I feel I've gotten everything from a piece that I want to get, then I'll leave it, and that's it. Okay, so we're gonna hit enter here, and we're just gonna keep going. We're seeing what's through the door. Ooh. Game filled with chairs except one chair is floating. You construct a, oh my god, this music.
Warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Press U to surrender. You are the queen, dusting your jewelry while the kingdom is destroyed.
Coda would
Play
often
as the
tell me
camera
that
filming
he
an
didn't mind
advertisement.
if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Play as a pair of floating eyes emitting footstep noises. A series of lavish manuals come with the game, giving you incorrect instructions on how to play. Oh, no, I gotta leave it there. I gotta leave it there. I'm gonna leave it here. If you want to see more of this game in the future, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to continue playing this and take you on the journey with me. So at least I can lend my sort of commentary to what's already been said here. I like this game. This is less a game to me and more of an artistic expression. This is art to me. And I hope you feel the same way too. If you don't, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching me play The Beginner's Guide. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and You have a good one. Bye.